City Pioneer Stadium for the 2024 OGLA Silver Cup final game between the 13th ranked Wilsonville Wildcats and the 14th ranked Lincoln Cardinals. In accordance with the OGLA and USA Lacrosse rules of sportsmanship, we ask all fans to respect all players, coaches, and officials and work to keep tonight's atmosphere positive. Now to introduce the Lincoln Cardinals from the Portland League. Playing for the Cardinals tonight, number 1, Katie Lucy. Number 3, Avery Fisher. Number 6, Jane Maletic. Number 7, Layla Holt. Number 8, Grace Blake. Number 11, Hannah Garcia. Number 12, Megan Witten. Lucky number 13, Emily Singer. Number 14, Lana Santamaria. Number 15, Annie Phillips. Number 18, Harper Adato. Number 22, Catherine Warner Fry. Number 26, Ellery Singer. Number 29, Hannah Robertson. Number 30, Addison Lindbergh. And last but not least, number 36, Phoebe O'Hare. The Cardinals are coached by Anna Collette and assisted by Sam McCormick and Kyra Barnes. And now for the Wildcats. Number 1, Milan De La Cruz. Number 2, Persia Bowman. Number 3, Ari Avila. Number 4, Finley Blankenship. Number 5, Juniper Hansen. Number 6, Bianca Benoli. Number 7, Ryan Renison. Number 8, Ellie Williams. Number 9, Ava Milanovich. Number 10, Taylor Smith. Number 11, Kaya Hicks. Number 12, Lillian Tatsumi. Lucky number 13, Madeline Mayako. Number 14, Sophia Lopez. Number 15, Kate Kleinke. Number 18, Jayla Schwinn. Number 20, Lily Houston. Number 24, Carla Crocker. Number 25, Amanda Tufts. Number 88, Zoe Gand. And number 99, Kat. The Wildcats are coached by Grace Roberts and assisted tonight by Andrea Kalin. All right, guys, I'd like you to stand and remove your hats and pray for it to stop raining. All right, it's time for the national anthem. Folks, here we go. A little bit of Pacific Northwest Northwest liquid sunshine to join us. But it's a very nice 54 degrees. So you gotta be happy about that.
Good evening, Oregon lacrosse fans. Welcome to the Silver Cup Championship versus your Wilsonville Wildcats and Lincoln Cardinals. I'm Britt Hartmann, head coach out at Pacific University in Forest Grove, Oregon, and I'm here with...
I'm Sean Hansen, up here from Southern California, as I'm the assistant coach down at the University of Redlands.
Sean, what leads us to this night? How did these teams get here?
Yeah, great question, Britt. So, Lincoln Cardinals made their way via a win over Central Catholic, pretty handedly, and Wilsonville Wildcats with a 9-6 over Summit, over out of Bend, Oregon.
Looks like the first draw goes to the Wildcats.
And that was a point of emphasis from Lincoln. They felt last time these two played each other, they really struggled to win the draw and therefore have possession. So that's definitely something that we're going to have to watch out for as this game develops.
Absolutely. Win the draw, rule the world. Maddie Mihalko with the ball.
Looks like Lincoln has opted to play a zone defense. I know, talking with their head coach, they have a lot of younger players on this Lincoln team. Might be a way to try to get them to communicate and work as a unit.
Wilsonville with the drive. Looks like number 15, Kate Kleinke. Over to number 11, Kaya Hicks. Check that. It's number 4, Finley Blankenship. Number 20, Lily Houston, driving from up top. Feed inside to number 15. Knocked down. Saved by Hannah Robertson.
Yeah, a little bit of a scary moment there, Britt. It looked like that pop into her goalie almost eluded the goalkeeper there.
Lincoln coming out the near side with a back check from number 15, Kate Kleinke. Caused turnover there.
And, you know, Coach Richardson's got to be happy with that. I know one of the things we talked about this evening was just she wanted to see effort and attitude out of her players. Some of the controllables. So I'm sure she's happy with the first cost turnover of the game.
Number 10, Taylor Smith on the far side. Looks like a check through that sphere there. It'll stay with Wilsonville. Smith to number 18, Schwinn. Looks like we might have an offside.
Yeah, I think that's offsides against Wilsonville, so going to be a change of possession there. Let's see if Lincoln's able to clear the ball this time.
Quick clear out to number 26, Ellery Singer.
She's cruising.
Flying through.
Singer in cruise control.
Nobody in front of her. She passed all of them. Errant pass. Kat Ellett with the interception there.
Yeah, I think that pass was just a little bit too easy for Ellen to read. But
long clear gets intercepted by Lincoln.
Wonder if this beautiful Pacific Northwest sunshine is going to be a problem for these teams. I'm sure they're plenty used to playing in it, as this is a typical Oregon day.
Absolutely. I heard earlier today that the first matchup between these two was just as rainy, so should be ready for it.
So both coaches talked a lot about possession, so if they get what they want, we're gonna see a lot of patience on attack tonight.
Got a held flag. Looks like we're stopping the clock for a yellow card. For a check to the head on number 15, Kate Kleinke.
Yellow card on the Wildcats, number 15, Kate Kleinke.
So that's going to leave Wilsonville down for 2 minutes. We're 8:45 into the first quarter.
Number 15, Annie Phillips, with the ball on that first inside hash.
And not a terrible hash for Phillips here. Let's see if she opts to run it in and try to find a good angle to shoot.
Save by Ellett.
Looked like a little kick save there. Saves a save a save. Counts the same on the stat sheet.
Keep it out of the back of the goal.
So Lincoln with a great opportunity here to ride hard as they are player up.
Looks like there may have been a foul against Lincoln there. Officials are opting to put it at the dot. Ball over to Ellett. Ellett with the impeccable long clear that she's known for. Picked up by number 10, Taylor Smith. Kaya Hicks with that ground ball pickup on the errant pass.
Looks like Lincoln's playing a little bit of a zone ride here, shifting towards ball, trying to get pressure towards the ball.
Through the sphere check against Grace Blake.
Yeah, women's lacrosse is a little bit different. That sphere is almost the same size as a scuba helmet, so it's quite large. Girls don't have to play with helmets like the boys do. There is an option if they so choose, but that's just to protect the head, neck area, point of emphasis in girls lacrosse.
Big safety call there. Ellett with another long clear. Intercepted again by Lincoln. Number 15, Annie Phillips, with that caused turnover there. Strong ride from number 20, Lily Houston, on the Wilsonville Wildcats. Lincoln still able to get over the 30 safely. Annie Phillips on the far side.
Yeah, so they should be looking to move the ball here, find that 2v1. There it is on the backside with 8 and 26.
Lila Holt with a drive and checked as she went to go shoot. Easy save for Kat Ellett. They opt for the short clear this time. Ball with number 6, Pinoli. Back to Ellett.
It might be safer, but that, yep, there it is. The clock has now run out. No one was obviously aware
Of the open player off that yellow card.
Yeah, that can get you sometimes.
15, Kleinke with the drive, and a shot and goal. Unassisted goal by number 15, Kate Kleinke.
Yeah, I think that was just great job by Kleinke. Nothing to take away from her. She did the smart thing, came onto the field, picked up the ball, went hard to cage. But I think Lincoln was just a little bit unaware that that card was being released, and therefore in their zone ride didn't have the awareness that Kleinke was coming back on. Something that Coach Collette talked about over at Lincoln was that they are going to have to slow those fast breaks. They want to get into their zone defense, so it's probably a little bit unfortunate for the Lincoln Cardinals.
A lot of speed from number 15, Kate Kleinke. On the draw, it looks like we have number 11, Kaya Hicks. And I believe number 22, Catherine Warner-Fry. Draw goes to Wilsonville, number 15, Kleinke.
There she is again, Kleinke. Just a freshman. She made a Metro.
Errant pass there. Picked up by number 24. Unfortunately, that looks like a low defender picked up that ball before her teammate had a chance to get back over the line.
It's a second offsides call against Wilsonville. Coach Richardson's asking if they switched, if it wasn't illegal, but ref saw it.
Ref saw it, yep.
It is what it is.
Long clear by Robertson. Into some traffic. Wilsonville able to pick it up. That's number 13, Maddie Mihalko.
What do you know? Who is it? But Kleinke. She's everywhere you want to be. She's like Visa or MasterCard.
It's MasterCard.
MasterCard. Yeah. Shout out to MasterCard, one of our sponsors. Right.
Do they know they're our sponsor?
No.
We'll have to ask them.
Yeah. We'll ask. We're doing reverse sponsorships this year. We're giving shout outs and then asking for money later?
Yeah. I don't know how well that's going to work out for us, Sean.
Depends on our viewership. So if you know anyone who's not tuning in, get them to tune in now. They don't want to miss this.
Number 20, Lily Houston with the first inside hash. Looks like maybe a false start on the Lincoln defender there. Luckily hit pipe and stayed in the goal circle.
Rang off the pipe. Great effort there. Oh,
caused turnover. Off of the clear. can't see a jersey number.
Schween.
Looks like
Schween.
number 18. Great cause turnover, heads up play there to be able to finish it.
Another first year for Wilsonville making an impact. With Schween made a second team TRL.
We're at 2-0. 5 minutes and 4 seconds left in the first quarter. Beautiful rainy day.
Yeah, I'm wondering if these goalies should be looking for shorter clears at this point. We've seen a couple long ones from both teams.
Both intercepted.
Yeah, that can kind of have gone awry. So, you know, I think that's an adjustment maybe the coaching staff needs to talk about with these goalies after the first period with all the rain.
Klinke with the draw control again.
There she is.
Bit of a horizontal stick.
MasterCard. And she's off. Great speed from the first year.
Klinke with the ball behind X. Over to number 4, Blankenship.
And Sween with a great cut. And we have the
Great
double
cut from Hicks. And a save, stick side high.
Yeah, Hicks just, I think with her lefty up, wasn't able to get enough power on that to really placement, but great cuts from Wilsonville on that backside.
Great clear up to Lila Holt, number 7 for Lincoln.
And Holt has been a player that's been battling through an ankle injury pretty much all season long. Coach Collette just gave her praises about her toughness and ability to work through that, so great help for her team in the midfield there.
Shot maybe off pipe, maybe off shin.
I think that was a save. Little Bam Bam playing the drum set down there from
Catherine Warner-Fry took that shot low. Kat Ella able to come up with that save.
Yeah, and I think I'd like to see Lincoln slow it down here. They haven't had a ton of possession on their attacking end. And last time these two matched up, that was an issue for them.
Looks like it threw the sphere called. We were outside of the CSA, so it was a self-start for number 8, Grace Blake. Wilsonville was unaware that they were self-starting and had to recover. Got a foul in the process. Looks like she'll take it at that first inside hash.
Not terrible for a righty there. Little
Goes
stutter
for the
step.
pullback, yep. Fake high, shoot low, and that's a goal by number 8, Grace Blake. We are at 2-1, 3 minutes and 19 seconds left in this first quarter.
Yeah, that's a senior leadership right there with the little stutter. Her coach calls her small but mighty.
Love it.
Yeah.
Smaller players tend to get away with a bit more things in my experience. What about you, Sean?
Haven't really found that. I feel like sometimes the tall kids do because they actually can cradle up a little higher and it's a little harder to get to their sphere.
All right.
That's number 15 of the Wildcats, Kate Kleinke.
Looks like we're switching up the draw a little bit. We got number 15, Kate Kleinke, and number 7, Layla Holt. Layla wins the direction. We have early entry on Wilsonville. It's going to be red ball. Number 3, Avery Fisher, being swarmed by 3 Wilsonville players, gets a cause turnover. Picked up by number 9, Ava Milanovic.
And Klinke just not giving up on anything in this game right now. I think that's our 3rd back check.
We love some good back checks. That's a great hustle play. Finley Blankenship with the ball at the middle. Nice little stutter step dodge there. Little spin move, passing the ball back behind to X. Quick feed up to Klinke, and a finish. Off stick side for number 15, Klinke. We are at 3-1 Wilsonville, 2 minutes and 29 seconds left.
Yeah, and Klinke's just doing an awesome job all over the field right now, hustling for those back checks, cutting for her team. What's happening right now, the last few goals from Wilsonville, they've been able to just get those double cuts off the backside. Lincoln's getting pulled as the cutter goes, and then no one's picking up the second cutter. It's a great use. there to make adjustments to the zone.
Same draw as last time. We got number 15, Clanky, and number 7, Holt.
Yeah, so it looks like Holt from Lincoln's trying to push this ball out towards Warner Frey.
We have early entry on red this time. Draw stays with the Wildcats. Number 20, Lily Houston with the ball.
Some kind of call, not sure.
Official on the far side was signaling for a horizontal stick. We are inside the CSA, so that's going to be a whistle start for those players at the 12. You'll notice they'll have to clear the lane to avoid shooting space. Little bounce pass there to number 11, Kaya Hicks. And a drive.
Might not be how she drew it up, but ended up working out the same.
Drew the foul, got a free position. Generous hash there, top center hash.
Yep, just drive in and place it here.
And a goal by number 11, Kaya Hicks.
There's 1:25 left in the quarter. So still easily manageable for Lincoln here. I think they just need to win a draw, get a quality look on cage.
One of the beautiful things about lacrosse is the ability to score a lot of goals quickly, so definitely still in this.
Adjustment from Lincoln off the draw.
Looks like number 16, Laura Kurtz, and number 15 for Lincoln, number 16, Laura Kurtz.
I think Laura Kurtz is actually out currently with an injury, yeah.
Possibly number 15, Annie Phillips. We'll see when we see the jersey number there. Yep, number 15. Lincoln with the draw control. Number 7, Layla Holt.
Holt holding on right there. Getting all kinds of pressure.
Horizontal stick from Kate Clanky. A lot of pressure from number 15 there. Hustle player.
So about a minute 8 to go here.
We have an across the body call against number 8, Grace. Grace Blake from Lincoln.
We'll just see Phillips cut in right here. There she is. Oh, she's still open.
Had it. She
yeah.
was so open. Grace opts to keep possession and move it down below to Layla Holt.
Sometimes that recut's just the next level that players need to develop.
Nice dump pass down back to number 8, Grace Blake.
Yeah, only
Solid
problem
defense.
I have with that is that you're driving in the same spot someone else just drove in, so you're not really causing the defense
to move.
To think, really.
Yep. Wilsonville transitioning the ball. It's number 6, Bianca Pinoli. Tripped up in the play. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Lincoln ball.
Yeah, there's only about 10 seconds, and clock's still running here, so Lincoln's going to have to get a couple passes if they want to get a look on cage.
Good check by Wilsonville there. And that'll do it for the first quarter.
First quarter.
And in the first quarter, we have a score of Wilsonville 4, Lincoln Cardinals 1. Sean, what are you telling your teams in the huddles here?
Yeah, you know, I think if you're Wilsonville, you're happy with that. You're up 4-1, so a little bit of a cushion, which is always nice. On the other side of the ball, you know, I think Lincoln just needs to be a little bit more patient. I know, you know, talking with Coach Collette, they're a young team, you know, but she really wants them to play as a unit, and a good offense will always beat a good defense is something she told me. So, you know, that ability to have the good offense that she's looking for, I think maybe because they are down and they did lose to Wilsonville earlier in the year, you know, these young players are perhaps feeling a little bit rushed, and she just needs to, you know, remind them that it's a long game. There's 3 quarters left to play here. Plenty of options are going to become available if they play as a unit. So I think both teams have a chance here. It's just going to see about who can be a little bit more disciplined overall.
Not try to force the passes or force the drives in the same locations and keep the ball moving, get the defense to jump.
I do think despite probably both these teams used to this beautiful weather here and Pacific Northwest, that it is playing a little bit of a factor in some aspects. And so they're just going to have to be maybe a little more cautious, a little tighter with the stick work. You know, maybe some of the long passes aren't going to be there tonight as they would normally in May, I would say.
It's supposed to be April showers bring May flowers,
Right.
but here we are in a bit of a torrential downpour.
Yeah.
As a former goalie, sorry, Sean. As a former goalie, you know, when you get a lot of waterlogged in your stick there, those long clears are going to be harder to be more and more accurate. So, yeah, I'd be looking to maybe clear a little bit closer and keep that possession there.
All right. You know, one thing Coach Colette did talk to me about, she doesn't want to see hero ball. So what kind of she means by that, she doesn't want one player to get it down and just drive through 8 people and then take the shot. She really wants them to work as a unit, work together, get this young team gelling. Obviously, she's done a great job with that so far as they're here in the Silver Finals.
Silver Cup Championship. Jury is still out for how we're going to go. We are at 4-1, about to start the second quarter.
And we have had a costume change from the officials. They went from all black to stripes, so.
Maybe it was too warm down there for the amount of running they're having to do today.
Yeah, it has been a little bit back and forth. Let's see if we can settle in here.
We have number 15 for Lincoln, Annie Phillips on the draw. Looks like number 15 also, Kate Klinke for Wilsonville. Great snag by number 7, Layla Holt. Helps to be tall on the draw.
Oh,
Oof.
and that's
Bit
that.
out of control there.
Yeah, I think that's part of the effects of the water there. She's just chasing down that back check. She slipped.
Layla Holt with the drive and a big top shelf save by Kat Ellett.
Yeah, I'd love to see Holt go low there instead of top shelf. Make Ella get down low and make that corner save off stick side.
Taller goalies, a lot of times it could be more difficult to get those low shots. Might be more effective for them. Looks like number 9, Ava Milanovic with the transition.
And Lincoln not giving them too much trouble there in their ride. Wilsonville offsides again.
Now it looks like there's another player down by the goalie.
A little bit of confusion on who's supposed to be where, it looks like. Is the
Errant
ball's
pass.
on the ground.
Quick outlet to number 20, Lily Houston. Over to number 15, Klinke. Lincoln playing that high pressure zone defense there. Back over to number 20, Houston.
Yeah, and they really need to get out on these
Quick cut
to disrupt
inside.
those
Yep.
inside passes. Because that's how they've been able to score, is with the inside feeds.
Big ground ball pickup by number 4, Blankenship, to a feed inside, but a save by Hannah Robertson. Klinke with the pickup. Stays Wilsonville ball. Number 2, Persia Bowman with a big pass to the backside. To number 4, Finley Blankenship, and that is a goal.
Yeah, and that was just a little bit too easy there. She had that inside crease option, was able to just drive right through. And then once you're on the doorstep, really not a lot Robertson from Lincoln can do there. Someone right in front of your face.
Right on top of the goal circle, it's easy to jump as a goalie and get shot around, unfortunately.
Yeah. The official lose the flag there, so they're back to full equipment. And our score is 5-1. 10-12 here to go in the second.
Both number 15s on the draw again. Annie Phillips for Lincoln and Kate Klinke for Wilsonville. A little bit of extracurricular activity happening on that far side of the goal circle there. Looks like the ball didn't go above their heads, so it's going to be a redraw.
From my view, it looked like it went above their heads, but
Fair enough.
here we are up in the box. Got the best seats in the house.
Officials struggling to set that draw. Got to make sure that it's perfectly centered.
Well, that one's
That
straight
one's
up.
definitely over. Warner Fry with that ground ball pickup.
Control goes to the Cardinals.
Run down the far side. Opting to take it below GLE through X. perhaps looking to find a cutter from up top. Looks like
Lincoln's super flat right now. Almost all players are inside the 8, which makes it a little bit easier to slide if you're Wilsonville. I like to see them spread out a little bit more. Stretch that defense just a little bit.
Warner Fry able to draw that foul off of a triple team there. Got a check through the sphere against number 10, Taylor Smith. Winding up.
Now it looks like she's going to opt to stop and drop.
Oof, missed wide. Stays Lincoln ball. Lincoln able to chase after that shot. It is closest to the ball when it goes out of bounds, therefore it stays their possession.
A little bit of a missing communication there with the Lincoln players. Looked like they were trying to set a pick, and then she got the pass instead of the pick.
Unfortunate turnover there. Wilsonville able to get over to the 30 safely. It's number 20, Lily Houston, with the ball. Couple fouls in a row by Lincoln. Ball over to number 11, Kaya Hicks.
Wilsonville sending all types of cuts right now.
Hicks opting to run through X. Pass the ball to the elbow there. It's to number 10 there.
Smith with the inside feed.
Got knocked down by Lincoln, but picked up by number 4, Blankenship. A little bit of a arm off the stick there, potentially a ward.
Well, the ball doesn't lie, so it went out of bounds.
Went out of bounds.
It must have been a ward. That's lacrosse science right there.
Errant pass turns to Lincoln ball. Oof, errant pass trying to get it to Robertson in the goal circle there. Picked up by number 15, Clanky. And a drive, but a save. Stick side high by Hannah Robertson. Quick, long clear there. Out to number 8, Grace Blake.
Blake's just being harassed now. 4 players around her and Gray.
Blankenship able to pick up that ball and a pass, but nobody there to back it up. Looks like it might be Lincoln ball. Yep.
Yeah, great call by the official there. It was just, again, as you mentioned, whoever's closest to the ball on a shot. And that was a shot, and no one was behind GLE, so it's goalie ball. Ooh, hard whistle there.
Hard whistle, looks like a across the body or potentially dangerous contact there on number 20, I believe.
Yeah.
Lily Houston.
Yeah, so Houston's going to sit for 2 minutes, which is going to give Lincoln an opportunity here to maybe put some points on the board in these 2 minutes of playing a player up.
Looks like Ellery Singer on that far side.
But Lincoln is going to have to clear the ball, though. They've had a little bit of trouble. Wilson's been pretty committed to their ride.
Absolutely. Errant pass goes off of Lincoln's stick. It's going to be Wilsonville ball. Wilsonville's got to be careful here not to run offsides with their yellow card that they have. Errant pass.
Lincoln was kind of sloughed down into their zone, so no one there to receive.
Picked up by number 25, Amanda Tufts for Wilsonville. High pressure contact coming from Lincoln. Feed into number 15, Clanky. Inside to number, save by Hannah Robertson off of a shot by Smith.
Clutch save by Robertson there. Just moved her body right in front of the ball.
Lincoln with the ball, passing it back to Robertson. Clear out to the far side to Ellery Singer. Former soccer player, relatively new lacrosse player. You can see by her speed that she's able to outrun everyone there.
I think that has been now how Lincoln's cleared the ball, not once but twice. But
stopped on the doorstep by number 8.
Yeah, gotta have a little dodge there, a little change of speed. Defender just kind of stood her ground. But great job from Singer to get that ball over. Give Lincoln an opportunity here. I think Wilsonville is offsides,
I agree.
We'll see if the officials notice it. Coach Richardson noticed it, and she's a little stressed, but
they're on the defensive end, so we'll see if it makes a difference.
yeah, I mean,
We have a forcing through call.
wow. Yeah, that's double unfortunate because Lincoln,
Looks like the third official here has been made aware of the offside. Offsetting fouls are going to happen, so ball is going to go to alternate possession.
you know, Britt, my frustration with that is the charge would have never occurred
Had they
if
called the offside
would have called
first.
the offside sooner. So, like, I hate that doesn't predate it.
Yeah, that's fair. It's hard to say when that offside happened if the official didn't notice it until then. So, what are you going to do?
I mean, you kind of know it happened before.
True. That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, the fourth table official really should have been on that earlier, in my opinion. But not an easy job.
Too many rules in this rule book that we have.
Yes, too many pages to read.
Long clear from Ellett. Up to 15, Blankenship.
Kleiny there.
Clanky, yep,
Yeah.
apologies.
Again, Mrs. MasterCard.
Mrs. MasterCard.
I've dubbed her.
Ball up to Sophie Lopez.
I think the card has been released now, so back to even. Lincoln unable to get anything out of that.
Smith with the ball. That high pressure zone defense. Up to Clanky. Over to Blankenship. Blankenship able to pick up that ball off of a save from Robertson.
Yeah, these second chance. Oh,
Oof, feed inside to Clanky from number 4, Blankenship. That is a goal for Clanky. Current score is 6-1. 4 minutes and 16 seconds left of this quarter.
and I gotta say, even though Clanky's the one kind of reaping the benefits of the double cut, you know, Wilsonville is doing a good job sharing the ball, which is how you beat a zone. Being efficient, passing it around, getting those double cuts, and then finding the open player. Clanky just happens to be the one that's kind of getting the goals out of it.
In the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
Seems to have a lot of spatial awareness to put herself in there.
Still 15 versus
You know,
15.
Lincoln's going to have to make a couple adjustments here.
It's Kate Clanky.
Down by 5. Need to get back into this one.
Phillips.
Both number 15s on the draw again. Annie Phillips and Kate Clinky. Ball on the ground. Comes up Lincoln. Layla Holt with that ground ball pickup. And a push call.
Holt's been good for Lincoln off the draw. She's able to come up with a few, but Lincoln needs to find a way to get a shot on cage. They haven't really tested the keeper much this game.
Holt with a drive. Over to Warner Fry. Looks like Lincoln is trying to run a bit of an ISO play for Warner Fry.
Backside's
Backside
open.
pass to Grace Blink. And a save by Kat Ellett on the doorstep.
Yeah, Singer just going righty up on that one, right into the stick. All she needed to do is drop the handle and shoot around, and that would have been a goal, but great save there.
Caused turnover by Warner Fry with help from Layla Holt. Bit of pressure. Warner
She's
Fry able
got
to
2
handle
on
it.
her. Holt's open on the backside right now.
Feed and a finish. Open on the backside, and she found it.
Yeah,
That's number 7, Layla Holt.
good find, good ability to cut. Definitely what Lincoln needed to get themselves kind of revved up back into this game.
Puts us at 6-2. Wilsonville over Lincoln with 3 minutes and 11 seconds left in this half.
You know, if you're Lincoln, it would be great to get 1 or 2 more goals, go down into halftime with only a 3-goal deficit. You know, that's easy to work with, refocus. If you're Wilsonville, you don't want to let your foot off the gas pedal here.
Same draw people again. We got number 15 from each side, Annie Phillips and Kate Clanky. Lots of contact happening on the circle there on the far side. Clanky with that quick draw control, self-draw right in front of her, able to pick that up. Pass down to number 14, Sophia Lopez.
Battle for the ball.
Looks like I got kicked out of bounds. Off of Lincoln, it's going to stay Wilsonville ball.
A little bit of soccer action happening there.
One of the best rules that got added was being able to kick the ball in this sport. Maddie Mihalko. Down below GLE. Looks like that's number 3, Ari Avila. Out to number 18, Jalen Schwein.
And the rain's just still coming down. I think it's, Wilsonville's sticks are not maybe as tight as Coach Richardson would want right now, and some of these passes are just becoming a little errant, which is giving Lincoln an opportunity, but they haven't won many of the 50-50s in their own defensive end.
Yeah, when it's raining this hard, you really have to choke up on your stick a little bit. Make sure you get really low, take that extra second. It's slippery out there.
Yeah, you can see the water pooling on the side of the turf even.
Feed inside, knocked down by Lincoln.
And that's what I'm talking about. They're getting kind of sticks on balls, but they're just not coming up with the opportunities there. They need to get that, they need to get that next level play.
Errant pass out the backside. It's going to be Lincoln ball.
Yeah, and since that one was just a pass and not a shot, it just goes the other way.
Ellery Singer on the far side, trying to use her speed to outrun the 2 Wilsonville defenders. Looks like we ran out of bounds. It's going to be Wilsonville ball.
And not what you wanted if you're a Cardinal fan there. Wildcats got about 1:05 to work with here.
Swinging it to Kaya Hicks. Hicks with the drive. Good crash by Lincoln. Pass back to number 13, Maddie Mihalko. Over to number 3, Aria Vila. Feed inside.
And that was what I was talking about.
Cause turnover.
Yeah, they've been getting those knocked down. Now they can push it up.
Singer up to Warner Fry. Warner Fry with nobody in front of her. Fakes the pass. Tries to find someone low. And we have a shooting space called. Whistles are stopping the clock, or officials are stopping the clock here.
Yeah, I think they might converge here. Oh.
It's possible that that shot that she took hit a defender in the shins, I believe. We have a shooting space foul, and we have a dangerous propelling. Unfortunately, even though the defender was in shooting space, it is still the attacker's job to make sure they don't hit a player with their shot. So Lincoln will be 2 minutes on the sideline, and the yellow card takes precedent on that offsetting foul there. So Wilsonville will take that ball.
Yeah, we only have 30 seconds left in the period here, but Lincoln will end up starting player down as we go into the second half, which when you're already down by 4, not quite what you're looking for.
Especially Warner Fry being on that sideline, huge circle player for them. Wilsonville trying to get over safely. Looks like number 6, Panoli. Sophia Lopez able to catch that errant pass, use her height to keep possession. Over to number 18, Schwinn.
Only 5 seconds left here, so might not be enough time.
A feed inside, goes to the ground, and that is halftime. Our score is Wilsonville 6, Lincoln Cardinals 2. We got a 7-minute halftime, so we'll take a short break and be back with our thoughts from Coach Sean.
Yep, I'm Coach Sean, and you are?
I'm Coach Britt. Just living the dream out in this beautiful Oregon day. We'll be right back.
We'll be back with you in a few.
Welcome back, fans. We have our Silver Cup Championship. Second half about to start. We have Wilsonville over Lincoln. Currently, right now, score is 6-2. Sean, what are we talking about at halftime?
Yeah, I think with Lincoln, Coach Collette really wanted patience from her attack. She wanted them to play as a unit, and I don't think they've quite lived up to that yet. I don't think they've had a ton of time on attack, and because of that, I think their inexperience is rushing them a little bit. They're a young team with some talent, and so I'm hoping she just calmed them down at halftime, and they can get out there and do the things she's asking them to do. I think if you're Coach Richardson's over at Wilsonville, I think you got a lead, and you're happy with a lead, because how can you not be? But is she content? Not sure.
We'll find out. 4 goals is not a very safe lead yet. Draw control goes to number 18, Schwinn, for Wilsonville. Reminder, Lincoln is still down a player for about 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Yeah, so still serving that penalty. It's Warner Fry.
Lincoln able to get a cause turnover there. Ball out to Hannah Robertson with a long clear that unfortunately gets missed under some pressure. That soccer player able to pick up that ground ball after a kick. It's number 26, Ellery Singer.
And so Lincoln needs to keep the ball hot here. They can go over it with 6, because they have to keep the 4 back. But they need to move the ball quickly.
Looks like Wilsonville's running that high pressure defense because they are up a player, so you can take a bit more risk with that contact.
The risk paid off.
Risk paid off. Threw the ball out of bounds. Unfortunately, the Wilsonville player started the ball from out of bounds, which you have to have your feet inbound before you can pass it there. So that's actually a quick turnover back to Lincoln. Still high pressure defense there. It's number 8, Grace Bleck. It looks like a big check to the back of the head there. It's going to be a yellow card on number 24, Carly Crocker.
Yellow card on the Wildcats, number 24.
And that is 2 cards per team.
It's a 2-minute penalty.
Once you get to 4 yellow cards, you'll play down for the remainder of the game. So hopefully they're able to reduce those. Looks like that card was a check to the head on number 24.
Yeah, I think the card lineup might be Wilsonville's 3rd tonight. I think the first one was on.
Yeah,
Clanky.
number 15, Clanky.
Yeah. So the only
close to
reason,
that 4.
yeah, the only reason that's a big deal is because at the high school level, you have to play down the rest of the game if you get a 4th yellow card. And I know that was something Coach Richardson was really working on. Richards, excuse me. I know her as a different last name.
Fair enough.
So I'm trying to get used to all these coaches getting married out here. Yeah, so that could be a concern. And
Drive in from Lincoln and a big low save by Kat Ellett. Wilsonville able to come up with that ground ball.
Yeah, probably even a bigger ground ball right there.
Looks like that card is now released, so we are even. Lincoln able to send over those full 7. Ball to number 4, Blankenship. Got a held flag on the far side on that scoring play for a horizontal stick. We were between the 8 and the 12, so the ball will go to the top of the 12, and they clear that lane.
Well, that official's working that flag like a magic trick. You know, when you had juggled the handkerchiefs?
Maybe they'll pull out a rabbit next.
That would be something.
Finley Blankenship with the drive and a feed inside to number 13, Maddie Mihalko. Quick crash by Lincoln. Back out to Schwinn. Number 18 for Wilsonville driving around the backside. Moving up to Finley Blankenship again. That zone defense really giving them fits. Feed inside to number 10. Check that, number 14, Sophia Lopez. And a feed back to number 4, Finley Blankenship. It's an assist from number 10, Taylor Smith.
Scoring for the Wildcats, sophomore number 4.
Yeah, and it looked like Wilsonville just kind of wore them down a little bit by working the ball completely around the outside, really making that backer in the zone work, and then when she was kind of tired, they were able to just get 2 quick passes and open up that backside. Coach Richards is going to be happy with the way Wilsonville is sharing the ball.
Absolutely. Able to score on a player down opportunity is pretty hard feat to do. Still have that yellow card for number 24, Carly Crocker, out in front of the bench there.
So Lincoln really needs to win a draw here.
Lincoln wins it. It's number 15, Annie Phillips. A lot of pressure again from Kate Kleinke. Drive and shooting space called against number 9, Ava Milanovic.
So even though as Lincoln you want to slow it down, this is a good hash here to take.
Shifted it over to the first inside hash.
The announcer's curse.
Looking at the far side to number 8, and a fake high shoot low. She took your advice on shooting those low shots against goalie Kat Ellett. That's
I love
8.
the sharing the ball. You could hear Coach Slett saying, look what you got. So when she got moved over that second hash, that backside really opened up. Wilsonville wasn't completely spread out over across the top of the 8. Great cut from her teammate and good finish in taking my advice. Always a good way to go.
Taking your advice?
Yeah.
I agree. I learned everything I know from you. So
yeah. You know what they say. If it doesn't work the first time, try doing what your coach said. It's on a shirt somewhere.
I need to put it on a shirt.
OGLA merch to be sold later.
We'll have to write that down. Current score is 7-3. Wilsonville over Lincoln. 8 minutes, 51 seconds left in this quarter. Looks like we have number 15 and 15 for both teams. Annie Phillips and Kate Kleinke on the draw. Under some pressure from
in there.
All teams. Lots of checks, lots of sticks. Comes up with number 22, Catherine Warner-Fry. Quick feed out to number 8, Grace Blake.
This is a 3-on-3 opportunity here.
Takes hard contact, unable to keep possession there. Lincoln able to pick up that ground ball. Catherine Warner-Fry with a feed to the backside.
Oh, it was such a good look. That's unfortunate that she couldn't hang on to that pass.
Kat Ellett able to come up with that ground ball. Quick feed out to number 15, Kate Kleinke. Officials are stopping the play for an injured player.
That was Blake who
took
drove in hard.
Huge stop by Wilsonville there. A lot of contact. Since the officials made a stop, the player has to come off, even if she does opt to return.
Looks like she's all right. She was saying she's got the wind knocked out of her, so I'm sure we'll be seeing her back as soon as she can catch her breath.
Yeah, hopefully she's able to recover quickly. Who needs oxygen when you have lacrosse, right? Number 9, Ava Milanovic with the transition. A lot of red players around, able to come up with that. Wilsonville able to keep possession even under all that pressure. Kate Kleinke, MasterCard going strong. Ball over to number 2, Persia Bowman. Up to number 20, Lily Houston.
Ball's down.
Ball's down. Layla Holt with a big ground ball. Quick pass up to Warner-Fry. Number 24, Carly Crocker, getting a lot of pressure there, able to slow down that fast break. Bit of a push call.
So just a warning there. Just got to go 4 behind and didn't.
Big person opening the middle. Looks like number 15, Annie Phillips. Wilsonville able to recover before that feed came in. Lincoln trying to run an ISO play again for number 22, Catherine Warner-Fry.
All the slides are there.
All of them. Someone's got to be open if there are 4 people on ball.
Yep.
Ball with Layla Holt. Able to sneak that in. Looks like she stepped on the goal circle. Goal circle violation. It's going to remain Kat Ellett's ball.
So your follow through can go, but
your feet cannot.
yeah. Nor can your establish from that position with your stick.
Great snag.
Yeah.
By number 15, Kate Blankenship. Pass down the sideline. Missed. Lincoln hoping it goes out of bounds. Lincoln ball. Passed in the middle.
Wilsonville's ready to send in a new squad here. Get some rest for some of the players.
15, Annie Phillips with a drive and a back check, but it looks like through the sphere.
Yeah, probably in college that one would have been legal, but again, you're at the high school level, really protecting that head. Can't go through the sphere as you can in the college level.
Absolutely. Number 24, Carly Crocker, playing some hard defense there. She's on a yellow card, hopefully able to calm it down a bit and not get another.
Oh.
Bounce pass over the top of the cage, but Lincoln there to be able to pick it up.
Bouncers will go. Good idea.
Bounce shots are very difficult to save as a goalie. Hard to track and get low enough to be able to save it before it goes over your shoulder. Looks like we have it across the body. It's going to be Wilsonville's ball.
I think that might have been a held check there. We're both going for the GB.
Fair enough. Wilsonville transitioning on the far side.
I'm wondering if Lincoln's limited subs are going to end up playing a role in this. Wilsonville, you know, not a huge bench, but enough that Coach Richards, God, I'm going to get it one of these times. Coach Richards can get her squad some rest, and she does feel comfortable subbing a lot of these players, you know, using her whole bench. So that might be something to watch for as we move into the fourth quarter.
Taylor Smith with the ball up top. There's a big pick by Lily Houston. She opted not to take it. Feed back inside to Clanky, and a finish. Top shelf goal, off stick high. Great feed by Taylor Smith and a finish by Kate Kleinke that puts us at 8-3, 4 minutes and 22 seconds left in this period. Looks like Lincoln is opting to take a timeout.
That honestly might just be a rest period through the period. You know, only 4:22 left to go in the third. Oh, it was taken by Wilsonville.
Wilsonville, interesting. If you're Wilsonville, coach, what are you taking a timeout here for? Is it to get your team to slow it down? Is it to get them to move the ball around? What do you think, Sean?
You know, it sounds like she's just wanting them to clean up their defense a little bit in terms of, you know, they have gotten those 3 yellow cards. I think she's happy with the way they're playing in terms of sharing the ball on attack and riding, but I think she just won't. I know that was something she talked about earlier is, you know, they need to play clean, and she really wanted that from them. She called a lot of fouls in their practice leading up to this, but I think that's really her only concern at this point, you know, up with just a few more minutes left in the third. So I think she's really just looking for them to play disciplined defense. No more swinging, don't need the back checks. Focus on letting Lincoln make the mistakes by you playing good defense.
Absolutely. If you were to get another card at this point, they'd be playing down for the remainder of the game, like you mentioned, which is a huge advantage on either end of the field because you can only send 6 on either end of the field. So they're probably really trying to make sure they don't get that 4th yellow card.
Yeah, so that's it really looks like that's what Coach Richards is really focused on right now, is just getting them to play clean. No more fouls, no more checks, no more whistles.
Absolutely. So we're looking at Lincoln. Looks like they've had a little bit more success on the attacking end. What are you telling your team down there in the huddle there, Sean?
I mean, right now I just would focus on the next play, which is going to be the draw. Coach Colette mentioned something to me. She said she yells, "So what?" a lot. What she really means by that is, you know, things are going to happen. You're going to drop the ball. You're going to make an errant pass. A call's not going to go your way, but what's the next play? You know, if there's a Build-A-Bear Coach Sean out there, it's going to have what's the most important play, and the most important play is the next one. So here we are going into the remainder of the third period, and, you know, they're just going to have to get the next one and really focus on that. Next ground ball, next draw. next goal, next defensive stop. So, see what they got.
Starting with the next draw, we have both number 15s again. 15 Annie Phillips for Lincoln Cardinals and 15 Kate Kleinke for Wilsonville Wildcats. Officials are setting up that draw there. Ball goes straight up. It stays Kleinke.
Draw control goes to the Wildcats.
Yeah, and they're going to have to start coming up with an answer for Kleinke because she's a bit of a problem on the draw circle right now for Lincoln.
Coming up with multiple ground balls, multiple high balls. Impressive as not the taller player on that draw there.
Looks like
Number 11, Kaya Hicks with the ball. Over to Taylor Smith. Cutter to the backside, number 4, Blankenship. Great crash by Lincoln.
Yeah, if Blankenship keeps that in her left hand on that one, she can just turn and shoot direct, or if she goes over the shoulder, but going righty up on that side's a little bit tough of an angle.
Opted to keep possession instead. Number 11, Kaya Hicks with the ball. Over to number 2, Persia Bowman. Up to number 1, Milan De La Cruz. Errant pass, able to pick it up. No pressure there. Down to Smith. Smith opting to drive, to draw, and feed inside, but a huge stop by number, 26? Apologies, 29, Hannah Robertson. Lincoln able to come up with that caused turnover. Big feed up to number 8, Grace Blake. Blake has been an option in that transition almost every single time. And a drive and a save by Kat Ellett right on the doorstep. Clutch 1v her save. Quick clear out to number 9.
Yeah, and that's a way to take a little bit of wind out of your sails. Your Lincoln is just...
Horizontal stick there against Lincoln.
Yeah, it looks like a card's going to come out. Oh, and that's going to be on Warner Fry. So that she's going to be done for this evening.
That is her second card.
Wildcats number 20. I'm sorry. Correction.
Unfortunately, that was for
Cardinals number 20.
repeated major fouls there. Just too many cross checks in the midfield. Not adjusting to what the refs are calling during that transition. And, you know, that's not on any one player. That's just kind of the way it goes. As whoever does the last one gets the card. So Warner Fry is going to be done for this evening, which is a big loss for Lincoln.
Lincoln will be down until about 26 seconds left in this quarter. Wilsonville trying to get the ball over the 30 safely. Lincoln attack pressuring.
Yeah, and I think they're offsides
They're
right now.
Offsides, yep. Officials not seeing it quite yet. Finley Blankenship with the ball on the far side. And our third official saw the offsides there.
Not obviously having 7 players down there would be helpful, but, not a huge loss at the high school level in your defensive end because it really just means you run back on side. Although time is a factor working against Lincoln here.
Blankenship with the ball. High pressure from that Lincoln defense. Over to number 11, Kaya Hicks. Kaya Hicks with a feed inside to Kleinke. Big crash by Lincoln. Able to get a caused turnover. That's Hannah Robertson with that ball.
And where's gonna be the option for Robertson? That's gonna be the question because they have enough they can pursue and still mark up.
Looks like they're opting to not pressure currently.
Yeah, again, time's on Wilsonville's side here, so don't hate it from them.
They opt to go pressure. Able to recover that ball there. Pass it out to Ellery Singer.
Singer's been able to run it.
Oh, check that. That's actually Emily Singer. These two are, looks like twins. Both sophomores. 15, Annie Phillips with the ball. High pressure from Wilsonville there. Wilsonville is going to be a player up, so I assume they'll run some pressure if they want to. Layla Holt with a drive and a finish. Dragged the goalie to one side and able to finish bottom corner. That is number 7, Layla Holt.
Junior number 7, Layla Holt.
And Lincoln's going to need players to step up here with Warner Fry out for the rest of the game. So still a player down. Once that card does get released in about 15 seconds or so, they'll have an opportunity to put another sub on, but it won't be Warner Fry. So we'll see who they put on the circle. Looks like they went with Blake. He's been primarily playing attack.
On that circle there, yep. They still have 5 behind the defensive end, so they'll have to hold 2 of their midfielders on the attacking end. Clanky again with that ground ball pickup for the draw control. Pass over to number 10, Taylor Smith.
So cards have been released. They're now even. 20 seconds left in the third.
Blankenship with the ball. De La Cruz. Out to Hicks. Hicks with a drive. Able to split 2 defenders. The entire Lincoln defense crashes. She opts to pass out to Taylor Smith. And that is the end of the third quarter. We have a score of Wilsonville 8, Lincoln 4.
Cardinals 4. And this is your last 2 minutes.
All right, one more break here.
Got 2 minutes to figure out a game plan for Lincoln without Catherine Warner Fry. Wilsonville hoping to figure out a game plan to keep that possession and keep the edge on Lincoln. Looks like the rain has let up just a hair. Hopefully make it a little bit easier for the ball to stay in our players' sticks as they're transitioning.
Yeah, so, game still within reach. It would be a comeback for sure. But Wilsonville, maintaining the lead, the early lead that they've been able to establish, and now just needs to ride it out and finish it out and play clean. That's all Coach Richards is looking for there. On the other side, you got Lincoln, and they need to come back from 4 goals down, but can easily be done if they're able to possess and win the ball off the draw.
Absolutely looking forward to this final quarter of our rainy Oregon day of our Silver Cup Championship.
Looks like the sun's trying
Don't
to break
scare it
through.
away over there.
Yeah.
Trying to break through on that. What direction is that? North side.
Yeah, so Lincoln's going to need to get some answers on the draw, make a couple adjustments, both from their draw taker and their center circle kids. Holt's been pretty good, so we'll see if they can find a way maybe to get the ball towards her side. And then Wilsonville's just got to maintain.
Keep possession. One of the nice things about this game for the high school level, if you're in the lead, is you can stall. There is no possession clock, so that might become a factor for Lincoln if Wilsonville's able to maintain possession on their attacking end. We have 12 minutes remaining in this lovely day. Wilsonville currently with a score of 8. Lincoln with a score of 4.
This is for the Silver Cup. It's sitting up right next to me right now. It's still the goal for the Wildcats. That's number 99, Cat.
So Lincoln's getting themselves balanced here. Opted to continue to bring up Blake.
Blake will stay on that attacking end, I assume. She's been that first option in the transition every single time. We have both number 15s, Annie Phillips for Lincoln and Kate Kleinke for Wilsonville. Ball goes to the ground. Looks like Wilsonville potentially entered early. That's going to be Lincoln ball.
Yeah, so same rules as the offsides. You can reach over with your stick, but once your toe touches, it's early entry. So good call there by the officials.
Layla Holt up to Annie Phillips. Annie Phillips with a bit of a hesitation to try to burn her defender there, but Kay Klinke is a little too quick to slow down that fast break.
Oh, great cut, actually, from newcomer Tufts. Oh, excuse me, that's...
Annie Phillips with a drive. Great crash by Wilsonville to stop that fast break, but they leave the double team. Phillips opts to pass up to number 7, Layla Holt. Layla Holt drives. Looks like we have a shooting space call, which is a safety call. Regardless of if a goal is scored at the high school level, they want to make sure that players are not going to be in that space and potentially get hit with a ball. So Layla Holt will get a second chance at the top center hash.
You know, Britt, this could be my eyes going. I'm not as young as I used to, but the newcomer that subbed for Warner Frey, is she also number 26?
Potentially
So do they
36.
36, okay.
Phoebe O'Hare.
O'Hare.
That is a goal on a free position shot by number 7, Layla Holt. Definitely some wind that Lincoln needed in their sails.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed. Got the draw because of the early entry foul by Wilsonville, and then able to go in and, you know, get the foul and finish on the free position.
Get the first goal this quarter, puts the score at Wilsonville 8, Lincoln 5. 11 minutes and 5 seconds left of this game.
Annie Phillips and Cardinals.
We have an empty stick check against Wilsonville. It's going to be Lincoln ball.
That is such a tough call to make because you really have to discern, did it affect the play?
Were they both going for the ball? Was it a check? Shot by Annie Phillips goes wide. Looks like Wilsonville had the body positioning. That's number 18.
Yeah, it's closest
Schwinn.
to the ball when the ball goes out of bounds, so I think Schwinn did get there after the ball actually went over the line.
Pass in front over to Kat Ellett. Those front passes always make me nervous as a goalie. Ellett able to find Klinke on the far side on the clear. Klinke running it down. Looking for an option to pass to. Klinke still with the ball on the far side. Down to Blankenship. Blankenship up to Smith.
So Wilsonville content here to just move the ball. You know, time is their friend.
Smith opts to run it all the way around, then pass it back to number 1, De La Cruz. Blankenship.
Holt trying to get some pressure on.
Lincoln trying to get that ball back for sure. Blankenship passes off to number 15, Klinke.
Notice
Back to
Wilsonville's
Blankenship.
kind of gotten wider and wider.
Over to De La Cruz. Errant pass and a caused turnover by Lincoln. Huge ground ball by one of our low defenders there. 36, Phoebe O'Hare, unfortunate missed pass there.
Yeah, just a little too hot to handle there for O'Hare, who's kind of new into the game.
It's Schwinn with the ball on the far side for Wilsonville. Big check by one of the Singer sisters. I can't see the number here.
Singer off to the races. If this was a track meet, I think Lincoln would be winning.
I think so too.
And they got numbers.
Oh, unfortunate missed cradle there. Goes straight into the goal circle for Kat Ellett.
Yeah, just dropped the handle there and it went right out of the stick.
Milanovic gets that quick clear. Drives inside, finds a pass back outside. Oh, unfortunate missed ground ball there. It's going to turn over back to Lincoln. Lily Houston with high pressure from Wilsonville.
Couple passing options if she can get her head up.
Looks like a cover called. can't cover the ball with your cross there, or it disadvantages the other team's ability to get that ground ball.
Lincoln back playing some more defense.
Lily Houston with the ball. A lot of cuts coming from Wilsonville right now. Seems a bit chaotic. Big crash by Lincoln, able to pick up that ground ball. I believe that's number 12, Megan Witten.
Yeah, and you just need to get the ball over at this point, and
oof. Big pass, caused turnover by Jalen Schwinn.
yeah, Lincoln's just got to get it over and slow it down so they can give themselves an opportunity. If you're Wilsonville, same thing. We've kind of turned into a little bit of a bobble fest here.
Panic passes happening here and there.
Yeah, I just, both of these teams are young. Just got to own the moment here.
Lanky with a clutch ground ball pickup there. Showing leadership as a freshman. Ball outside to Smith.
Wilsonville does not need to be in a hurry. They can get out wide, really force this zone.
We have an illegal pick called, a block against number 20, Lily Houston.
And that's an interesting one in girls lacrosse because it's about time and space. Has nothing to do with moving like it does in basketball. It's about time and space to avoid contact.
Looks like she set that pick on her backside, so she was unable to see the ball and have time.
We got a hard whistle here, Britt. I think that's going to be their fourth
card. Number 4, Finley Blankenship for a slash.
If you're Coach Richards, you're losing your mind because you just made a timeout to talk about this.
For a slash.
And now one of your young players is unfortunately got called for a slash.
6 minutes and 27 seconds left in this game. Wilsonville will be a player down on each end for the remainder. Looks like number 4, Blankenship, can enter back in, but it would have to be a substitution. So none of the players have had a double yellow card, but unfortunately they are down for a remainder of the game.
Yeah, so if you're a Cardinal fan, this is just what you needed. A little bit of luck, a little bit of drive, and you're going to, just like they just did, you're going to have open players somewhere.
Absolutely.
So move the ball, find the 2v1, let the ball do the work. And we got ourselves a game here, Britt.
That is a feed from the backside from Phoebe O'Hare up to number 8, senior Grace Blake. Current score, Wilsonville has 8, Lincoln has 6. We have 6 minutes and 9 seconds left. We have ourselves a game, Sean.
Yeah. And
looks like we have a timeout called.
Coach Collette wants to take a minute to talk about it.
Wants to figure out a game plan for how to crawl back into this game with 6 minutes and 9 seconds left.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a Lincoln fan, you got to be happy with this. The last time these two faced each other was a much different story. That was back in, April 5th. So both of these teams have developed since then. But Wilsonville won that game over Lincoln 11-2. At that point, both coaches I talked to acknowledged the fact that Lincoln was missing a couple of key players, including Holt and Warner Fry. So, a little bit different game. I think, Lincoln's also their zone defense is taking time to develop, and both of these teams with young players. So, a lot can happen during the course of the season. A lot of in-game adjustments, in-game learning. But, only down by 2. That's a much different story than the 11-2 win back in early April.
100%, and it looks like Layla Holt and Grace Blake, number 7 and number 8, junior and a senior, are showing their leadership. We have 3 goals apiece for each of them.
Definitely leaning on those players. Both of them are acknowledged on the first team out of the Portland League this year, so obviously recognized around the league as well. But, they got themselves an opportunity here, and certainly in this with 6 to go, and the player down, obviously plays well for Lincoln, especially with their lower subs. It looked like some of the girls were starting to get tired in that third quarter, and I think the card itself, a couple goals, has kind of rejuvenated them a little bit.
We'll see what they have, what answers they have with 6 minutes and 9 seconds left. 2-goal differential. Could be anyone's game at this point.
Yeah, I mean, definitely from my view, exciting. I'm rooting for both teams. Unfortunately, we can only have one winner this evening.
Are you rooting for overtime, Sean?
Definitely. Rooting for the officials, the third team on the field.
Third team on the field, yeah.
To give their best game. You know, they never win. Or they always win. I don't know.
I don't think they always win. I think it might depend on who you ask for.
I mean, getting paid to run. Now, that's something I could be into.
It is quite nice, I will say.
Yeah, it's like a reverse marathon. Like, oh, you want me to pay $500, but I'll just get paid to run.
Fair enough, fair enough.
And think. That's the challenge.
Both number 15s on the draw. Annie Phillips and Kate Kleinke. Kleinke with the draw control.
Put in a good place. It was out told Holt. But
I think Holt missed the handle there.
Yeah, they're going to, Lincoln needs to get the pressure on here because, as you mentioned, there's no possession clock at the high school level, so they could just play pass, and the rain has finally ceased.
They got that high pressure going. Smith with the ball. Over to number 11, Hicks.
Right there. They just should double right there. That backer should step up. Oh, right to the backer.
Pass to the inside. Annie Phillips able to pick up that cause turnover there. Trying to run through 4 Wilsonville players.
And they got a player. They got Fisher open on this backside if they can find her.
Running the opposite direction, trying to safely find a back pass. It is tipped. Singer's sister picks it up. I believe that's number 13, Emily Singer. We got a whistle for an empty stick check against Gray, so Wilsonville there.
If you're Kleinke, she just has no quit. Like, she's like the Energizer Bunny. Screw the MasterCard thing. We're going Energizer Bunny. She's a rechargeable battery over there.
Hope her family's watching. Gets the Energizer Bunny award. That's an empty stick check against Lincoln, so that's going to stay Wilsonville ball.
That was a tough call. That would just look like 2 players going for the ball from my beautiful perch up here.
Yeah, it's one of the tough ones to determine. The ball only has to be touching the stick in order for it to be an empty stick check. A wild shot from number 20, Lily Houston.
Yeah, I think she got checked as she went to shoot that one. Probably not where she was trying to put it. But that does give Lincoln
Robertson
an opportunity with 4:15 left.
Quick clear up to Layla Holt, leader for this team. We have a through the sphere called. Holt opts to keep running.
Holt gets it over.
Got over the 30 safely. Looking a little tired there, but a quick feed to number 8, Grace Blake. Bounce pass ended up inside the goal circle there. Kat Ellett able to save it from going in the goal. Quick clear out to Kleinke. And I believe we have a horn on the side. Normally that's an indicator for a timeout, trying to figure out what is happening. Does Wilsonville have... Did they send their 4th player back on? I still only see 10 field players out there and 1 goalie. I think they were trying to make sure that nobody had to stay in the box. The yellow card has been released, so number 4, Finley Blankenship, can return back to the bench, and she could be subbed on. I think there may have been some confusion there.
So essentially a non-whistle is what it boils down to, and it's just going to be Wilsonville's ball. We only have 3:45 left to go. Lincoln needs to apply the pressure here in the ride.
Wilsonville opting to swing it all the way back through Ellett. Completely content to waste a bit of time here. A long clear back out to Kleinke, and it went over her head. It's going to be a huge turnover for Lincoln there.
And there's no balls over on that sideline either, so
the officials opt to stop the clock.
Yeah, good call them when they run across the track there.
It's going to be a whistle start for Grace Blythe. Anytime the official makes a stop, it has to be a whistle start there.
Doesn't have a lot of room to operate with, but just needs to get it over.
Gets over safely.
Safely might have been too
soon. Too soon. ran straight into the pressure of Clanky. Clanky comes up with that ground ball. High pressure from Lincoln there, but number 20, Lily Houston, able to keep possession. Goes coast to coast. The quick save, unfortunately, it back rolled back over the goal circle. Unfortunate for Hannah Robertson there.
Yeah, Robertson definitely got a piece there. It just wasn't quite enough, but you know, game's not over. There's still 2:57 to operate with, and they have a 3-goal lead. If you're Lincoln, you gotta hold the belief here. You know, it's easy to score goals in women's lacrosse if you can get the draw and go, just like Houston did right there. Absolutely. If you're Wilsonville, you're feeling a little bit better with an extra goal lead, playing a player down.
Score is 9-6, Wilsonville over Lincoln with 2 minutes and 57 seconds left. We're back at the draw. Both number 15s again, Annie Phillips and Kate Kleinke. Kleinke with the draw control.
Control goes to the Wildcats.
And Kleinke's just been a problem for the Cardinals. Winning draws, getting back checks.
Caused turnovers, all of the above. That last goal started with her caused turnover there. Kleinke with the ball. Up to Smith. Errant pass outside. Is it going to go out of bounds? We don't know. Looks like Lincoln kicked that out of bounds, unfortunately, so it's going to stay Wilsonville ball.
Got to keep the pressure on if you're the Cards here.
Smith with the ball.
If you're Wilsonville, you can just be content to get really wide, get really big, absorb the pressure, and move the ball.
There's still a player up for the remainder of the game. We have 2 minutes left.
In the game.
So Lincoln really trying to get that pressure, try to win that cause turnover.
Yeah, Wilsonville's just got to get wide, keep the ball moving. That way the pressure can't reach them.
Empty stick check. Lincoln a bit overzealous, going for that check instead of the ground ball there. Ball up to Smith. Out to Houston. Able to keep possession on that ground ball. Mihalko.
I think they should send the backer and start looking to get some doubles on.
Out to Houston. Houston with a drive. Looks like shooting space. The officials stop the clock. We are inside the CSA under 2 minutes. So they stop the clock. We're at 1 minute and 14 seconds left. Looks like Houston will get the second inside hash.
Just quick off the whistle there.
Goal by number 20, Lily Houston.
Lincoln is looking defeated. Got some players who showing signs of wear here. Down 4, 1 minute 13 to go.
Looks like Lincoln is opting to take their final timeout. 1 minute and 13 seconds left. Current score is Wilsonville 10, Lincoln 6. I've seen crazier things. Do you think it's still in the cards for the Cards?
You know, not with Klinke.
Fair enough.
I think she's just been too much of a problem for them. They haven't been able to win a draw the last few times. You know, if Lincoln is going to get it, it's going to have to be make it, take it. And the draw circle's been a little bit of an issue for them.
One of the unfortunate or fortunate, depending on which team you are in this, items with women's lacrosse, as you mentioned yesterday, is that after every goal, it starts with a 50-50 ball. So there's always a chance to try to win it. Klinke's not giving him that much of a chance, though, to be able to keep it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Lincoln, you might just want to box her out and go away from really trying to win the draw to a certain area and just don't let her win the draw. Or get one of your circle kids to run through her stick, basically, so as she catches it, you're getting the clip on for that check. But, you know, the last few have gone her way, and she's kind of done a self over the shoulder where it's not quite getting out to Holt. So that's the adjustment that they're going to need. in order to get this with just 1:13 left.
Let's see what Lincoln has to bring to the table with 1:13 left after that timeout call. See what Coach Collette has drawn up for her team. Looks like we're going to have the same draw takers, number 15, Kate Kleinke for Wilsonville, and number 15, Annie Phillips from Lincoln. The rain finally let up for the final 5 minutes of this game.
Well, I mean, someone's going to get a lovely trophy ceremony at least.
Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Wilsonville or Lincoln? Let's find out. 1:13 left.
Well, looks like Phillips is going to try to go towards this Holt side here.
Went straight to number 4, Finley Blankenship. Wilsonville going to try to hold the ball, keep that possession. Number 11, Kaya Hicks with the ball. Maddie Mihalko out to Kleinke. Kleinke up to Houston.
And they're just sending everyone to the ball instead of sealing off the adjacent pass. So just too easy right now for Wilsonville to find someone else to pass the ball to.
Have a horizontal stick from Lincoln. Ball is with Lily Houston.
And it's outside the CSA. Oh,
I think they called it inside the CSA. That probably should have been a stop clock, but nobody signaled it. Mihalko out to Hicks, down to Kleinke. Looks like Wilsonville's opting to just hold possession.
Yeah, Lincoln needs someone to step up and seal off this next pass. Make Wilsonville think a little bit more. Right now they're just playing monkey in the middle.
3 seconds left. And that is the game. Your final, Wilsonville 10, Lincoln 6. Your 2024 Silver Cup championship goes to the Wilsonville Wildcats.
I'm Sean Hansen.
I'm Britt Hartmann.
And we hope you join us on Thursday for the state championship. We'll be back here 7 p.m. Thursday on the broadcast. Thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Have a good night.
Now coming up will be the Silver Cup Championship presentation.